Hello, 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 and welcome. My name is Cyanaro, and this is my YouTube channel, Not Another Nerf. And also, my first ever Let's Play, which is super exciting. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing a campaign on Total War Warhammer 2. And we're going to be playing the High Elves, as you can see here, little very well put together armor with spears and lances and horses, and very haughty-taughty, I'm sure. So a little bit about the High Elves. They've got 3 things that'll be important to keep an eye on here. So we've got intrigue. Influence can be spent on superior lords or used to affect diplomacy between factions, which will be fun. A little bit of backdoor intrigue and being a puppet master, always fun. We've got espionage. Trade agreements allow line of sight to assets controlled by the trade partner. Very useful. Keep an eye on our friends, see what they're up to, see if they're getting too powerful. And finally, martial prowess. Superior coordination in melee combat when High Elves enter battle at full strength, which will be a good one to keep an eye on. Especially as we'll be fighting our way to victory. And the legendary lord I've decided to play as is Teclis, who, as I'm sure you can gather from his little animation here, is a mage, surprisingly. And he leads the Order of Lawmasters. Initial challenge hard, so we're gonna get in nice and spicy straight away. Faction effects, we have diplomatic relations with men and high elves, +10, and hero recruitment rank +5 for mages. So maybe we can get an army with a lot of magic feel. And the specific lord effects, winds of magic, power preserve, +30, very, very useful. And we have a bound spell, fireball. So yeah, little high fantasy magic going on. And of course, with all legendary lords, we get a couple of additional starting units. So we have Swordmasters of Hoeth, Great Sword Infantry, who are armoured, armour-piercing, anti-infantry, and deflect shots. So they're pretty dexterous, and I'm sure will be very, very useful. And we have a Frostheart Phoenix, armoured, armour-piercing, magical aura, and attuned to magic. So we'll do our best to keep hold of those units. For my first ever Let's Play, we're going to stick to a hard difficulty. I think if our initial challenge is hard, and I have to admit, my skill isn't top tier in these games, so I'll let myself take it a bit easier. If it's too easy by the time we get to the end of this, and if we have any other future content, well, you guys can let me know, and I'll definitely go for a bit of more of a challenge. Okay, so let's dive right in and start the campaign.
Who are the Asur? An enigma to men and dwarfs, who know them as High Elves. At the center of the great ocean lies Ulthuan, a paradise created by the Old Ones. But when the stellar gates collapsed, demons flooded the mortal plane. All was lost until Anarion the Defender strode forth. The first Phoenix King vanquished the demons with the aid of the Archmage Calador Dragon Tamer. It was Calador and his elven mages who created the Great Vortex. A swirling maelstrom that siphoned the excess magic, withering demonkind. With the world purged of chaos, the elves took it upon themselves to become guardians and stewards. The twin-tailed comet is oft seen as an omen, But this time, Its wake brought great peril.
The dragon with two tails flies lower than before. Its trail disturbs the vortex.
I have felt a change in the winds of magic.
Then write it, brother. Lead the mages of Safari. Bring all in the White Tower to bear if you must.
Such lore is currently beyond us.
I suggest a scrying ritual in the Pool of Isha. It may provide us with the answer.
Such a ritual requires fragments of fallen waystones. Far more than we have.
Then we find more. Make ready your ritual, Loremaster Talarian. You will have your fragments.
I shall start the search in Lustria.
Lustria?
My brother will search here, in Ulthuan.
Why do you care so much about the greater world?
Why do you not? Stay here, brother. Protect Ulthuan. But I venture beyond our borders.
And while you meddle in far-flung continents, I will ensure you have a home to return to.
Sons of Ulthuan, pupils of Hoeth, we do not come upon this place lightly. The world is in dire peril, and it falls to us once more to save it. The Great Vortex is vulnerable, and those of dark intent would seek to draw its power for themselves. This cannot come to pass. By gathering way fragments scattered across the world during the events of the Sundering, we may gain means to avert the collapse of the Vortex. This search takes us far from home, to the rich jungles of the lizards. The inhabitants of Lustria may resist our intrusion, but our cause must prevail. The Vortex must be secured, lest the world drown in a tide of chaos.
Well, there we have it. Let's have a look. We're in Lustria. Beautiful, beautiful rainforest environment. What have we got? How they play. Influence. Political events fall in their favour, which can be spent on court intrigues and on recruiting more powerful lords and heroes. Intrigue at court. High elves can spend their influence on intrigues at court. Whispered deals in the halls of power that pull strings to improve or worsen the diplomatic relations between factions. I have to say I'm most excited about this. I do love a bit of politics. And then espionage. High elves use trade agreements to spy on their partners. High elf factions have full visibility over the territory of any faction they trade with. That'll be very useful. Oh, and a mission issued. Capture and occupy a settlement belonging to the following faction. Sentinels of Zeti? I say? I don't really know. Well, we'll do it. Oh, another one. Ensure one of the following buildings has been built, constructed even a rally field. Okay. Well, I have to say I don't know a huge amount about Warhammer, so if there is anything I get wrong, any kind of lore you want to add in the comments, update us, tell us anything you know, I would think it will richen the story of our campaign, and I very much welcome it. So let's have a look around. We've got our army here. Teclis. What has he got? We've got our Swordmasters of Hoeth, some spearmen, archers, phoenix, fantastic, and I think this is our only settlement, the Great Turtle Isle. And what have we got? Got a port, docks, and a militia camp. So I'm immediately going to update that to a rally field. Increase our recruiting capabilities. And what have we got around us? We've got a ruin. which I'm suspicious. Maybe Skaven. So if you don't already know, we have our 4 factions in this game are the High Elves, the Dark Elves, the Lizard Men, and the Skaven. And it looks like our Sentinels of Zeti or Jeti or Exeti are Lizard Men. We've got a Chamber of Visions, which is probably Dark Elves, and we'll be going after that quite quickly, I think, because it'll give us some Waystones, which we'll need, and I'll talk about Waystones in a minute. And Skaven, who annoyingly, their settlements are ruins. So we can go for a little ruin explore and see if they're Skaven, or we may just get a free settlement. We'll see. So, what is the main campaign of Total War Warhammer 2? Well, it's the Vortex campaign, and up here we've got our 4 rituals that we need to complete before our rivals, who we can see have got their little markers here telling us how far they are along. We currently have no Waystones, but +1 a turn. So I want to move on the Chamber of Visions quite quickly to get that ritual resource. And, is it a capital? It is not. Well, it might be quite useful to move on that even before the Sentinels of Jeti. Give us a little boost before we really get into it. Yeah, so what is the Vortex? We've got our big map here. I think we are down here in Lustria. And all the way over in the little donut place of Orthwan is the Vortex. And we're going to be competing with the other races to gain control of the Vortex and win. So we are going to do the best we can. But first of all, let's have a look where we are. And let's have a look at our diplomacy. We are... Oh, send us down there. That's not useful. We're currently at war with Sentinels of Jeti. I'm going to call them that. I have no idea what they are. But if you know what they are and how to pronounce it, let me know. And we have a non-aggression pact with the Sentinel of Dusk.
Yes.
On good terms with the Spine of Sotek Dwarves. It might be useful to gain an alliance with them and protect us on the mountains. And that's it. That's all we know. Oh, and the Bloodhall Coven, who are apparently a bit more powerful than us. So maybe we will... well, they don't like us and it's deteriorating. But maybe we will build up a bit of strength and then assault that ritual site as soon as possible. So another feature of Total War Warhammer 2, which is different to Total War Warhammer, which restricted where you could occupy based on your race, that's gone in this, and instead we have kind of suitability measures, which are these little circles next to us here. So suitable climate, this tells me the climate in this region is suitable for your faction, so there'll be no penalties for occupying this settlement, which is looking good for all the settlements around us, that we will be able to set up a nice little territory down here, whereas on the Golden Colossus you can see it's red and it's an unsuitable climate. It would be -3 to public order, construction cost of +50, casualty replenishment rate of -15, -7 growth and +100% construction for all building, recruitment duration +1, and -50% income. So I'm gonna avoid occupying these settlements as much as possible, just because I think it will make it a lot more difficult. But there are definitely some in the middle that it's not a particularly suitable climate, but more suitable than uninhabitable, let's say. So what I'm going to do is, I think before we go anywhere, I'm going to recruit some more units, maybe 2 more spearmen and a archery unit. I think that's ready for the end of our first turn. See how quickly it goes through. Very, very quickly. Obviously, first turn, not much going on. But I don't know. Should we go for Golden Ziggurat first, or the Mud Isles? I'm be tempted to go towards the Mud Isles, pick up this fell cargo, a shipwreck. See if we can get something good out of that, and then hope that the Skaven aren't here.
Teclis, I Lawmaster.
Let's go for that straight away,
Starting my journey.
because we do have a bit of a public order problem here. But what's it from? Taxes and difficulty level. It's only -6. We can cope with it for a while. Can't do any more building, so well, that's a quick second turn. Yeah, so I think what we'll try and do is we'll try and secure this province first, and then move east. Oh, mission success. Great. Rally field. +1 influence. And now we can research the technology. Excellent. So let's have a look at the tech tree. It's kind of split up into lots of different sections for the high elves. We've got military advancements up here. 4 tiers of military enhancements. Advancements even. And trade good advancements and cultural advancements. So let's go for military advancements 1, as that's the only one we can do. And move here. Let's hope we get something good. Oh! A loaded shipwreck starts to sink as your heavy-booted crew fall to take care of while offloading the salvage. There's only time for one more load before they can abandon ship. Do we want the army to perform better in battle? Oh, campaign. Let's go for arms and armour. Better in battle. We're early on. Do with some advantages. And source of blades. Your exploits on the high seas has led to the salvage of arcane-imbued blades, enhancing your army's combat skills. We're going to trickster helm. Oh, that'll be good. That'll be good for Teclis. Plus armour, defence, and ward save. Because Teclis, I think he is. We look at him here. He's a magey mage, preeminent mage. But I think he's quite weak. He's not got 15 armor. Yeah, not very. He's not going to be. He is going to be a backline spellcaster, so we can get him some armor and melee defense. That'll be pretty useful. And well, we'll have a proper look at the tech tree when
there is power in the waves.
Get more levels for him. But let's get to that. So we've got the Trickster's Helm. Perfect. Right, let's explore the Mud Isles.
By the gods!
Okay, right, so we can either colonize or do a treasure hunt. If you're successful, you'll have a choice of good actions within the ruins, resulting in a good or bad outcome. Let's go for a treasure hunt. Right. While searching the ruins of an ancient city, you have the feeling that your every move is being watched. Cautiously you proceed. In an abandoned building, a dummy wall reveals a shrine to the great necromancer, Nagash himself. What do we want to do? Abandon the shrine, put it to the torch, purify the shrine, or search the shrine? Let's try and purify it. Following a complicated ritual, you are able to cleanse the shrine and remove the taint of the undead from the room. You will no longer have the feeling you are under observation. The Lich Lord. Shrine is powerful, and cleansing ritual is time-consuming and costly. However, once it is complete, you are able to remove all of the artifacts found within. Untainted, +3, all provinces. Okay. We were 100%, so...
Master of the
not too bad, not too good. Let's see if we can... Okay, can't colonize straight away, but we'll do that next term, and then we'll have a second settlement already. Oh, wonderful. Right. Research technology. Great. Getting some influence. Search. Oh, we did that too early, didn't we? Oh well. I'm sure there'll be more. Military advancements. 1. Right, what shall be our next research? So spear wall, weapon strength for higher spearmen, Lothern Sea Guards, which we don't have. Don't have any cavalry. Reload time reduction for archers and Lothern Sea Guard units, or plus 5% for spearmen archers. I think I'm going to go with spear wall. Yeah, go with spear wall. Okay.
For the king!
Colonize
Yes.
the Mud Isle. We're going to have to wait a while. 5 turns until we're fully replenished. Okay. Mission issued. Maintain control of one province, either by direct ownership, vassals, or military allies. Well, I think we're going to move up against the Golden Ziggurat soon-ish. So, that'll be good. We'll get some waystone fragments as well. Okay. Well, we'll have to wait for a bit of replenishment maybe and then move off. Construction costs, we're going to have to build a hamlet. Okay. Great. Let's end the turn there. Quite a quiet start to our campaign, but I'm sure it will. Winds of Magic have changed. Cool. Shall we recruit while we're waiting as well? So we can get some Lothern Sea Guard anti-large, charge against foes, missile and spear infantry. And light armoured archers. How do they compare to archers? Better armour, better melee defense. Okay, well let's get another spearman and 2 Lothern Sea Guard and see how we feel. Because what is the garrison at the Golden Ziggurat? So we've got Saurus Spears and Skink Cohort. Okay, that should be super easy to take with the army we have at the moment. So wait for that one turn and then we'll start moving up and secure the province. And then hopefully we can look towards moving against the ritual site, Chamber of Visions, because I want to make sure we get some wave fragments and get the advantage. Oh, more building. We'll get a dock. That will give us growth and income, which would be great. And do we either want to wait to upgrade the Great Turtle Isle? I cannot read today. Or upgrade the Mud Isle. Okay, let's upgrade it to a haven. And then, so we get more public order. No, we don't get more public order, but that's fine. And I'm going to start moving Teclis's army up. I want to just stay on land and in the province.
I know the way.
Keep getting the replenishment going, because how long is it going to 6 turns? Okay, that's fine. We can always hunker down for a little bit if necessary. Got such quick turns. It's fantastic. Enhance your city. Ensure one of the following buildings have been constructed: an elven colony. Okay, sure. Is that something we can build here? Got exotic animal tamer. Oh yes. Well, if we get some trade agreements going, that would be good. Elven colony. So that's the next stage of the Great Turtle Isle, which we will hopefully be able to get quite soon when we get better growth. What else do we want to build here? Oh yes. Oh, I want some Dragon Lair and Dragon Keeps. Dragon Prince's Star Dragon. Don't they look sweet? Yes, mama. And maybe eventually what we'll do is we can move the military buildings here to the Golden Ziggurat and the Mud Isle, because I'd much prefer to have higher level things on the Great Turtle Isle. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Teclis' army into Great Turtle
Inspecting the
Isle
garrison.
to
Ready.
better the public order and get a better replenishment because of the melee combat benefits. But to keep things interesting, let's see if we can strike up any deals with hopefully
Onward.
the dwarves. Good.
Aye. Let's hear what you
Anything.
have to say. We'll hear
Let's
it
go
before
with-
Oath Gold.
Let's go with a non-aggression.
Oath bound.
Wonderful. So what would be nice if we could take the areas down here and be defended along this mountainous path by some allies. Oh, we can't negotiate with the Sentinels of... because I don't know what they're called. So we'll kill them, basically.
Guardian of the Phoenix Crown.
Okay, can we get a trade agreement? Do you like us? Neutral.
What request
Improve
would you make of the
relations.
Phoenix King?
Trade agreement?
I will see to it.
Oh, yes, perfect. Great, we can see their little cape of the capes. Cape of the capes. Cape of the capes is not. It's cape of the capes. Capes of the capes. Cape. Can't say anything else. Cape of the capes. Stop it, Sayonara. You're going crazy. Right. Well, let's just end the turn there then. Okay. Oh, war declared. Spine of Sotek Dwarves and the Southern Sentinels. And we have our Spear War technology. Great. Brief break. Sorry about the screen going a bit orange there. That was my add-on I have on my computer telling me it's late and you need to be careful and stop gaming. But I'm busy filming, so apologies for that little change in colour. But what we have... Okay, so 2 turns. If we stay, so we'll stay for 1 more turn. And then move out towards the Golden Ziggurat. Let's hope they've not built up. They haven't, and they've not sent an army over. So that's great. More technology. More. I think we're going to go for archery prowess. Because we've got a nice number of archers in our army. And I'm not going to recruit any more units. Just keep an eye on our income. So I think our force will be fine to take out the Golden Ziggurat. And then we can think about moving it to a full stack a bit later, but let's end the turn there. It's good to see that our on the top doesn't look like many of our friends. Oh, that's a big army. That's a big army coming from the Sentinels of there. They got, well, that's almost a full stack. Okay.
There is no limit to my power.
I think we're gonna have to... I'm just gonna move up here. And if they do come over, we're gonna have to defend next to the Great Turtle Isle. Because our garrison here, got Great Eagle, archers... So I think we could probably take them next to the city, but nowhere else. And we can build here. Let's hope they don't go for the Mud Isle, actually. Okay, right. Well, I think we'll focus on... let's get some growth going, actually. What have we got for growth? Plus 18 growth, that would be useful. Or do we want public order? Go for growth. Go for growth.
Behold,
Growth is always good.
true power.
In turn, maybe we're gonna have to. Our first battle will be on the defense. Yeah, they're coming for us. Right. Oh, we we've ensured that one of the following buildings has been constructed: an archive, a grand repository, or an elven gardens. Okay. Right. Oh! We have a little mission. Wed to etiquette. Phoenix King and Ever Queen have received an invitation to the wedding court of a noble. King doesn't care much for them, but it would be impolite not to attend. Attending, however, requires that he bring a lavish gift for them. Whispers say that the engaged noble fancies himself a scholar with a penchant for arcane and magical tomes. This would endear the Phoenix King to the betrothed-to-be, but there are perhaps other gifts that other guests would consider more impressive. We can either offer a small gift and do plus 10 influence and minus 750, or plus 25 influence and minus 1,500. I think I'm going to go for a small gift. Because economy's new, but 10 influence, great. I'm a bit worried about this army. What have we got? Saurus spears, and skink skirmishers, and skink cohort. Okay. What I might do is move back. We only need 25% to go into ambush. So if I go back to near the settlement, near the... no. Let's go back there. And are we in reinforcing? Yeah, it's okay. We're in reinforcing range through that down that red ring. So I'll go into ambush. Might be able to lure them out and take them out in battle, which be a bit difficult, but we can't recruit units. Okay. So we're in ambush stance. So let's end the turn. So if we could take that army out, I'd be quite happy. Just stopping in the sea. Oh.
Master of Hoeth.
Right.
Your word is my command.
Let's move.
The gods guide
Closer. Maybe recruit some more. What have we got? We'll recruit some more units. Let's get some archers with light armor and another sea guard, so then we can have a lot of ranged that will hopefully wear their numbers down early on. Wow, that's put a hole in my plan straight away. I feel if they're going to go for the Mud Isle, it might fall. So I'm not going to upgrade that yet. We'll just see how it goes, because what's its garrison like?
The Asher are troubled.
Not great. Archers and spearmen might be able to do some damage to them. Ah, okay. Well, we'll just have to see how this plays out, really. It's quite annoying. But it was an initial hard difficulty, so maybe if we can get over... Yeah, they're going for the Mud Isle. Just as I thought. Ooh. Capture and occupy the following settlement. Chamber of Visions. Well, I would like to, but I've got a massive army. Oh, right, unlocked. Invocation of Vol. Oh, yes, this is the other thing I forgot to mention. As well as the Vortex, we have rituals here. Right. What we can do is we've got, as high as we've got 4 invocations. Invocation of Vol, Invocation of Assyrian, Invocation of Hoeth, and Invocation of Isha. And we've just got Invocation of Vol. Minus recruitment cost, plus 5 armor. Ooh, plus 25. Plus 25, I wish. Plus 2 for Swordmasters of Hoeth, and the army ability Vol's Hammer during siege battles. That would be really useful. How long does it last? It's 30 turn cooldown, but 10 turn duration. I think because of the ability, although I don't think Golden Ziggurat has walls. It's got a monument and a favela. So that will just be a field battle. But the recruitment could be useful to help take down... no, I don't think. What if can I force march?
March. Very well.
Could force march them next to the... But they will be tired. Do you know what? Let's give it a go, because we might be able to best them and take that army out early. And if not, we'll usher them up towards the Great Turtle Isle, in which we'll be much better be able to defend it. And if we can take this army down, I'd feel much more comfortable about going for the Golden Ziggurat. Sentinels, because that's going to be a siege. We've not got much of a garrison, but it will have walls because it's a capital, and then we can have these two provinces as our little foothold. Do they have anyone that they're against? They're just at war with us. What are they? They're aggressive. Dissonance. Other generations follow a false plan. They cannot be trusted. Cold-blooded logic. The immutable alien logic of the lizardmen means they will only consider strong emotive stances when engaging in diplomacy. Okay, that's fine. Strength rank 32. And we're 31. Okay, we might be able to take them. Trade agreement. Are you anywhere near them? No, you're not. What we really need is we need our dwarf friends.
And what can the Dawi do for you on this fine day?
Ooh, maybe. Let's try and do some intrigue at court. So, Sentinels and the Sotek Dwarves. Nah, not got enough. But they are deteriorating, because they're our friends. What about the Coven? Oh, they really don't like each other. Okay. So they like each other because they're against me, basically. Okay, well, let's just... we're just going to have to end the turn and see how this goes. I'm reluctant to upgrade, though.
Must be maintained.
Oh, technology. Great. Charge for Spearmen. Load time reduction for Eagle, both throwers and Tyrannoc chariot units. We don't have either of those. Militia training. Let's go... Oh, we've got Lothern Sea Guard units now, do we? Yes, okay. Well, we'll go for the Lothern Sea Guard units. As that's the most relevant.
Treading lightly.
Okay, let's end turn. There! Yes! Oh, okay. Oh, well, we're set to absolutely dominate them, so let's do this. Let's fight our first battle. Let's christen this series with a battle, why not? And absolutely decimate them, because that's what we're going to do for the arrogance of them coming after us. Alright, our initial army is tiny. Great. Hold off and hope for the reinforcements. Do you know, good old, if they'd appear from the rear, that would be super useful, but maybe not. Okay. Oh. Let's risk magic for favourable. Okay, let's gamble. Come on, more than 10, more than 10.
The skies are defended!
We got 2 more! Oh, so worth it. Right, okay. What a beautiful rainforest field. Oh, we've got some nice woods. Okay, right. Let's group up our spearmen and our archers. And we've got vanguard deployment on these. So, haha. Can we deploy right behind? No. But what we can do, if we... No, there is a... Oh, is there a house in there? Oh, no, it's a wall. That would be useful. But what we can do, maybe... Yes. Can we put them there? No, we can't put them there. Oh, because that's outside the boundaries of the battlefield. You idiots, Cyanaro. Okay. Are they hidden there? No. Of course they're not. Well, let's have them here. Are they hidden there? No. What about there? Yes. Okay, they're hidden there. That's good. Let's have our spearmen there. Or should we hide them? Can't hide them totally. Right, let's just have them up there and we can try to wear them down a little bit. Because do they have any archers? Maces, cudgel. Okay, so they're missile, but we've got a much bigger range, so we can try and take them out. Skirmishers. Okay, so they've got quite a few skirmishers, so actually when our main force arrives, we'll be quite good. Right, let's start. Let's move these. Let's get those attacking. Move you forward a little bit. Use you to take out those skirmishers. That'll be useful. Okay. Now our main force is arriving. What I might do is let's retreat back. Where are they? They're there. Okay. Let's group you up here quickly. Move you there. Group them up over here. Ooh. I think this is going to be a tricky one. Let's move our Phoenix in straight away to take out those cudgels. Move you across. Teclis. Oh, Teclis, come on. You kill them. Okay. Lock formation. And you attack them. Keep them occupied. Actually, spearmen here. Archers here. Got our nice tanky. You can attack the skirmishers. Fireball. Invalid target. Let's do a fireball over there. Left click. Right. Let's send them after the main guy. This is quite messy. I'm very sorry. But we're wearing them down, I think. Eventually, oh, they're breaking. Good. And our good old Phoenix is doing very well.
Spearman, it will be done. Attack!
You can go there and flank. I want you guys to go after the Slam Mage. What other? We've got. Oh, maybe melee attack and defense. And let's move you. Move that way. That's actually, for a very uncoordinated fight, we're doing quite well. Oh, apart from there's something attacking Teclis, which we don't want. We can go and attack there. Let's switch them to... How do we switch them? Actually, we're breaking them. Oh, okay. Lizardmen have this other thing where if we kill enough, they go crazy. Let's have a look at Teclis. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's doing alright. Oh, what a... He's having a good old fight there. Not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. Oh, how's the Phoenix? We've left him, he's doing a bit too well. Let's get him to flank there. These spears can attack the guard. I'd quite like to kill their lord. Just for make sure any future fight will be easier. You've used your ammunition. Okay, well then, just charge. Go nuts. Where's the... Oh, you're running off. Let's bring them around to the rear. And we can do some flanking. Actually, yes. Bring them around to the rear. You can... take them... And we've got victory! Yes! Not the best coordinated battle, I'll admit that. But not too shabby. Let's try and kill their lord with a fireball. Watch them run. Oh, nice. I'll send the Phoenix and the Cav after their lord. You guys can attack them. Just kill as many as possible. Teclis is a bit too slow, but maybe let's use that against. Oh, are we slowing him down with the Cav? Perfect, and then come on, Phoenix. Peck him. Peck him. Peck him.
For duty. To battle.
Move you to. Kill him.
Teclis.
Go on, another fireball. It'll be nice. Oh, look at it come flying. Ah, well, great timing. Just died. But good work. Okay, let's end the battle there. End battle. Decisive victory. It didn't feel like one for a while, but we didn't do too bad. Our cavalry 115. It's a shame we can't see how the other army did, but yes. Well, good for us. Good for us. Please feel free to tell me how I could have done that a lot better in the comments. Good grief. I think our spearmen have suffered a bit. We'll go for... Oh no. Cavity replenishment is just for the garrison. Unit experience or treasure. Let's go for unit experience. And they are significantly weakened, which makes me quite happy. Maybe we'll chase them down. Armor gained. Armor 14 plus 6 armor. 8% more. Okay, I don't think that's quite as good as what Teclis has got. But he's leveled up as well, so we can have a look at his tech tree. No, it's not. I don't think it's quite as good, so we'll leave Teclis with the Trickster's Helm. So let's look at skills. So it looks like we've got our special ones up here. Campaign ones, I think I'm going to go with plus 10 movement range, because that's always useful. But we've got some for the army as well, which I generally avoid, but I might have a look a bit later. But I think where Teclis is really going to shine is as our resident magical wizard know-it-all. So we'll probably go down here, which is, we've got our Flock of Doom, which we've already got. The Enabling Foe, which is a hex, I think. A net. That's a net of Antioch. Amnioch. Okay, Antioch. I'm going to say Antioch. Might be wrong. Again, let me know. Flaming Sword of Ruin. An Augment. Chain Lightning. Oh, that'll be useful. Oh, a Vortex. Yes, I want a Vortex. We've got some regrowth. So, Flames of the Phoenix, what's that? Caster utters words of power and a phoenix of pure fire manifests to swoop upon the enemy. Oh, that's useful. That is... Gonna replaces fireball as well. Well, we'll definitely have to go for that, I think. But yeah, I think obviously Teclis has to be a mage. He is a mage. He will be more mage. It's like the advert, be more dog, but be more mage. Niche reference for anyone who watches British TV. Right, okay, so that was a success. So let's move move out of force march and really take this army down. We will auto-resolve this one, I think.
Ever victorious.
Yes. Everyone survived. Got some archers doing some serious damage. Okay, 120. My. 120 for the Swordmasters of Hoeth as well. Great. Good, good. I think we will once again go for... Oh, enslave them. Oh, Teclis is a... Sound a bit dark elfy there. Let's go for Force Labour for the replenishment. We've taken down their army. Perfect. I've got a weapon. Fantastic. Killed the enemy in battle. Well, everything's coming up Teclis. Go for upgrading that for growth so that we can then... I want to upgrade the Great Turtle Isle and then I'll put a public order building in.
Defender of truth.
We've got another point. Let's go for Flock of Doom, extended effect duration and extended cast range. That'd be really useful. What's the next one? Overcast, cooldown, magic cost. Okay, well we'll see how much we use it in battle and then maybe we'll come back and upgrade it. I think I'm more interested in picking up some more spells because that'll make the battles a bit more interesting. Yes, okay. Should we start moving up so then we can take the Golden Ziggurat and
treading lightly.
Have control of the province. How long will it take here? 5, 2,
Victory was assured.
4, and 1. Okay, so 5 maximum. We will probably go in without the Phoenix being full health. Should be fine. Ooh. Dark Elf army there. So I think my route will be to go up to the Golden Ziggurat and then take this Chamber of Visions because I think we're probably behind. Yeah, we are behind in the ritual race. We got 21 and we need 350. So yeah, definitely gonna have to. Oh. Now that we've taken that big ass lizard army down, move on and make the Vortex ours. Let's upgrade the Great Turtle Isle. Can we do other an unhappy populace, less growth, tax rate? Okay, well, I think we're just gonna have to try our best to quickly take the Golden Ziggurat. And what is it? It's difficulty level and taxes. Nothing I can do about that.
I will do all in my considerable power to stop you.
And we've got war. Great. Fine. I was gonna kill you anyway. It'll just make it a bit harder at the Chamber of Visions, I feel. Small force there. Right, I think let's...
no limit to my power.
Is there no limit to your power, really? Good to know.
Tremble before me.
He's pretty aggressive. I quite like it. Right. Let's end this video on a battle, even though it's going to be super easy. A less chaotic battle, but our first settlement battle where we'll be taking one. And what's the map like? Loading, loading. Yeah, okay. As expected. Pretty simple map.
My powers are needed here.
Let's go for it. You know, why not? And then we'll have control of the province. And we can deal with our public order problem and with our difficult dark elf and lizard men friends in inverted commas. I mean enemies. Okay, let's gamble. Okay, 5. We're not doing too well at these gambles so far. Could be worse, I suppose. Could be worse. Right, start deployment. It's going to be the settlement that we're after. Very Aztec inspired.
Spearman.
Got our spears. Just line them on the front flank. Let's have the swordmasters there. Bit of a surprise.
Archers.
A nice load of archers. Group them up. And I'm going to put the Lothan Sea Guard right at the front. Actually, let's move back. Yeah. Yeah, so we can skirmish with them initially. Move them back. Let's move the Phoenix over there.
Teclis.
Teclis right in the middle, leading his army. And let's go and conquer. Oh, they're coming straight forward. Let's move the Phoenix in after the infantry. Let's get the swordmasters to flank over there. Fantastic. We've got a nice bit of archer. Oh, look at that archers. The damage of the archers. Let's go for a. Oh, absolutely decimating them. It almost wasn't worth fighting this, but it's just so much fun. They've broken. Let's send the Phoenix there. You know what? Let's send a fireball at them.
Fear my words.
Them. And I think this is going to be an entirely archer-based fight. Little Phoenix over there. I like that. I like the Phoenix. Oh, there we go. A pretty straightforward victory with a fireball to end with. What a... Wow, that was a bit pointless. But fun. You know. What's this all about apart from fun? These Swordmasters of Hoeth are ace. Ace, ace, ace. And there we go.
Another victory.
And with that, got a nice bit of post-battle loot. Let us just occupy. Ah, +4 local public order. Fantastic. That's what we want. A vintner. Of course the wine's going to make them happy. Of course. And we fulfilled a mission. More wave fragments. Second mission with more wave fragments. That's exactly what we need. Issue a commandment. I will do that straight away. Oh, and we've unlocked the invocation of Isha. Let us...
must be maintained.
What can we do? +2 untainted. Immune experience. Growth and building cost. Trade. And campaigns up. Let's go with growth and construction cost. Let's level up Teclis. I think I want to go with Chain Lightning because vortices are so much fun. So much fun. Let's do that. And he had an extra... Yes, he's got the Sword of Anti-Heroes. Of course. Great. And can't do anything else. And we've got this Itanian vintner who's going to make our population happy. Well, there we go. I think that's a good place to end the video here. We've got full control over the Turtle Isles. thank you so much for watching this. I will be hopefully recording these weekly, and so you can join me on my journey through this High Elven Let's Play. Please like this video if you liked it. Feel free to dislike it if you didn't, and if you didn't like it, also let me know how I can do better. Please comment, share. I also have Facebook, a Twitter page, which you can follow me on and like me there. And if you want to keep up to date with what I'm doing on this channel, please subscribe and tell all your friends. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you very much for joining me on this first episode, and I will see you later.